Yo, how's it going, guys? We're back and we're better. We're here with another recap video. Week 14, almost to the end, guys. Crazy year. Your Broncos 11-2 first in the AFC. Pretty I'm excited just for the future, but these last couple of weeks are gonna really show what kind of team we really are. So, um, I told you that the Raiders were gonna cover, and they did some whole ass shit at the end of the game, but they did. So it didn't look good. Didn't look good for 59 minutes and 59 seconds. But when that happened, that was it. You guys going to bed? Hold on. I'll pause it real quick. I'll pause it. Oh, yeah. See, started off horrible. We took Dallas +3. Um, Detroit finally won the game, even though they had their breakout performances from their stars, from Jameer, from Jameson. Um, obviously, Amon Ra. They had not close games, couldn't protect Goff. They couldn't run the ball. And this game was just the opposite. Jameer Gibbs went crazy. David Montgomery. There was a David Montgomery sighting that we were very, very happy about. So, you know, got to give him credit. The Dallas defense just looked very out of sorts, and um, I don't know. They had a good rush defense for the last four games since they got Quentin Williams, but they couldn't hold them down. So 0-1, that sucks. Next one, Seattle -7. I mean, Seattle might be the second best team in the NFC. They're top 4, 5 team right now. Defense going crazy. Sam Darnold not doing much, but doing enough not to mess it up. So, um, and then JSN may be the offensive player of the year. So, shout out to Seattle. We took Seattle to win the division. Um, So I'm happy about that. That's cool. So Seattle -7, easy. 1-1. Buffalo -5.5. Oh, they only won. That was tough. I mean, they went back and forth, snow game. Um, Josh Allen had two fourth down passes on one drive that were both like crazy. The touchdown to Shakir was ridiculous. He runs out right, guy's floating backwards, and he just like throws it right over his head. It was incredible. T. Higgins had a great game, but Joe Burrow costly interception. So it's different to this game. I didn't think that they would come back. I thought the Bengals were going to win. So either way, we probably should have lost anyway. But 5.5, man, that fucking hook. So that sucks. We were close though. 1-2. Cleveland. This is what happens when you bet with when you think that the momentum, even though they fucking actually know. I should have been a little bit better off because it's a little sabotage from the fucking coaching staff. They don't want to see Shadir Sanders do well. They don't want their job in jeopardy, which it's gonna be in jeopardy regardless. So why the fuck aren't you trying to win and kick the fucking field goal and do all this extra shit with the 2-point conversion? So um yeah. So very, very unfortunate, but he set an NFL record, joining the likes of CJ Stroud, Joe Burrow, um, couple other guys, but very, very good company. Shout out to him and Fannin Jr. The guy's a beast. For yeah, so that one was another loss. So 1-2. Mm, Miami, Miami, yep, plus 2.5, or yeah, excuse me, minus 2.5. We got the dub on that one. Thank, thank goodness. Tua and Devon A. Chain, Devon A. Chain show. Good for them. Not not quitting on Mike McDaniels. I'm proud of them. I didn't think that they'd do it, but without Tyreek Hill, they're doing just fine. Jalen Waddle, yeah, it's crazy. So that one will put us 2-3. And then we took Washington. How did the fucking Vikings do this shit? The JJ McCarthy show just came out of nowhere. I had no idea that they would be they're capable of doing this. And then we had just seen, you know, the Commanders play a good, clean game, despite that, dumb interception from Mariota. But they had this. They had this moment. They fucked it up. That's what they did. Unbelievable. So we're 2-4 after that game. Yeah, 2-4. Next one, finally get a dub here with New Orleans. I just knew that Tampa Bay's just suffered too many injuries, even though they had gotten Bucky Urban back. It just hasn't been the same, man. They just lost too much, and the mojo is just gone. And but the Saints have been playing close football, much like you know the Commanders. Like they've been playing close football, but just haven't been winning. And I hate that for a team, but I just knew that they would break through. Will they cover the 8.5? I just thought that they would. Here they go, just straight out win. That's pretty impressive. Shout out to Tyler Shook. Um, doing what he needs to do to win. So that's great for them. So 3-4 here. Indy going against Jacksonville. Yeah, I took the Jags. Here we go. Plus 1.5. 4-4. Trevor Lawrence doing what he needs to, not fucking it up. But the defense. Shout out to the Jaguars defense. Um, then they got a forced fumble and a pick. Let me not disrespect them. Oh yeah, a forced fumble, fumble recovery, and a safety. So I just knew they would have their way. They're just a really good team. So um, but prayers up for Daniel Jones. For what I was hearing, that he was compensating for his fractured fibula, if I'm saying that right, and he tore his Achilles on his other foot. So that I mean, he's probably not going to play until 2 years from now. He's probably not going to be able to play next year, and if he is, it's going to be very limited. So we're praying that he does get back soon. But man, it sucks. It sucks being a Colts fan. He started off 9-1. Now, what do you guys? I think they're they're 9-4 now. So it's it sucks. I hate to see it, but it's football. These teams go up like this, and that's why you don't want to peak too early in the season because the season is so long. And they just called in Philip Rivers. I know everybody's talking about that. The Colts trying everything. I would have thought that AR5 would have been back by then, but he isn't. Not surprised, but again, I thought they would bring in some practice squad quarterback or like Zach Wilson or something like that. Like somebody who just fling it. But I don't know. We'll see. Shout out to the Colts trying everything. Um, so we're 4-4 after that one. Pittsburgh going against Baltimore. Yeah, I took Baltimore -6. Why are the Steelers so confusing? That should have been a touchdown for Isaiah Likely. Kind of bullshit, but it is what it is. Aaron Rodgers gets his first rushing touchdown in like 10 years or some bullshit like that since he was on the Packers. So, um, I have respect for the Steelers, but they frustrated me, and I thought Baltimore would take care of them. Just Lamar hasn't been the same. He's been hurt all year. He's been inaccurate with his passes. I I heard he only has 16 touchdowns right now, and it's week 15, so it's not been a good year for him. Considering what he did last year, 35, 38 touchdowns, second in MVP voting now. He's only has 16 in 15 games. So um, it's very disappointing. Um, but yeah, shout out to Pittsburgh. Took a loss on that 4-5. Next one, I told you about the Vegas, Las Vegas covering. We just haven't been blowing people out, and that's fine. We just been winning, but they should have covered. I mean, it was stupid. They should have fucking just kicked the field goal. I don't know why they were fucking around there. Just why are you running it on 4th and 3? But I guess like you don't want to have them block it. I get that. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then they go down. Brandon Jones laying on somebody. Then he has um, cross and go in. Pete Carroll has cross and go in and kick the field goal, and then they cover. I'm like, oh my god, dirty, 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 dirty. But I'm happy. Let's go. So took a loss on that one, 4-5. Now we're back up to 5-5. We took Chicago to cover 6.5. Damn, that's when you know. That's when you know you're sick. But Chicago had a chance. They had Caleb Williams had Cole Kmet just fucking under threw it, and Nixon was there with the interception, game sealing interception. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Packers. They played very good. Jordan Love played very well. Actually considering picking him up in one of my leagues. So, um, Dontavian Wicks, Christian Watson, these guys just playing with a lot of heart. So shout out to them. So 5-6. The Cardinals did not cover 5-7. Yeah, the Rams just whooped their ass. We thought that they would have a little hangover game, but no, that just means that the Panthers are really fucking good. And they had their number. And they play with fire. And they whooped the Rams ass on that day. So I thought maybe the Rams would come down to earth. They didn't. They did the opposite. And Matt Stafford showed that he's an MVP candidate. front runner, excuse me. He should be yeah, the favorite right now. So 5-7 with that one. Houston +3.5. Houston just ended up winning. I told you guys, this is the fifth fucking time that KC has been favored. You should take the dog every single time. You're fucking welcome. So 6-7, and then Eagles -3. The the Eagles played like absolute dog shit. If they just had half of the turnovers, they would have won this game. But Jalen Hurts gets two turnovers on one play. That's not good. Um, AJ Brown dropping the ball. He's just not where he's supposed to be. They're just forcing him the ball. And then he's popping fucking inflatable Easter bunny balloons in the fucking inflatables in the locker room. Like, it's just not been good. Vibes are way down. So shout out to the Chargers. Did what they needed to do. Justin Herbert with a fucked up hand can't win in there after surgery and got it done. Got it done despite all this shit that happened. Philadelphia was still in overtime, still had a chance to win. Um, Los Angeles went all the way down, kicked the field goal, gave the ball right back to Philly, said, "What's up?" They couldn't do nothing and threw another interception. So that that was tough to watch. So Saquon Barkley did break one run, so that's good. But Jalen Hurts got to figure the fuck out. So we end the week at 6-8. Very tough, but can't be worse. 6 + 24 and 1. 94 and 113. Okay. We're making progress. We're getting back. So we got a few more weeks to write this shit. And let's go right into week 15. Okay, so Thursday, we'll just go straight into just picking these because we just talked about all these teams. So Atlanta, Tampa Bay. We're gonna take Tampa Bay -4.5. Cleveland, Chicago. Or Chicago, excuse me, -7.5. I think that's too much. Yeah, give me Cleveland to cover. We're not going to be scared. It's towards the end. Baltimore going against Cincinnati. Baltimore -2.5. Give me Cincinnati. Chargers going against the Chiefs. Chiefs -4.5. I think they make so much fucking money off of the Chiefs that it doesn't even matter. We're gonna go ahead and take them again for the sixth week in a row. We're gonna bet the dogs against the Chiefs, and I don't know if that's the lock of the week, but I'm feeling it. Bills, Patriots. Ooh, they're saying the Bills are better. Ooh, they're just saying that Josh Allen's gonna go in there and whoop their ass. That's what they're saying. No. When you get pressure and he and Josh Allen can't just be there roaming free and James Cook isn't going crazy, no. I think New England's going to get him. So, yeah, home dogs that you don't get that often, guys. Um, so yeah, Commanders, the Giants minus 2.5. Yeah, because I think Dart is going to play. So we'll do that. I mean, Commanders, you kill me. I can't bet on you twice after you fucking skunk like that. And we lost Zach Ertz on the fucking cheap shot. I forgot to mention that. That was some bullshit. Okay, Raiders, Philly. My boy Gabe is going to this game. He actually just told me he's like went shopping for it, so it's gonna be fun. Um, Philly minus 11.5. They're gonna whoop their ass. Yeah, damn. Because I was thinking like as far as vibes go, both of these teams have horrible vibes, so that doesn't matter. Um, Gino is gonna throw a couple of interceptions, and and I feel like Jalen's gonna have a bounce back game because he's a champion. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go with Philly here. Minus 11.5. Okay. The Jets and the Jags. Yeah, because everybody's hurt. Yeah, so yeah, let's take the Jags here. Here we go. Next one, the Cardinals going against Houston. Houston is too good right now. Houston minus 9.5. Easy, easy money. Shout out to Marciano. I think that's his name in UFC. Okay, this is the fucking game of the week. Packers, Broncos, Packers minus 2.5. Honestly, we might lose. We might lose. Ugh, we might lose, but it might be close. But it might be a field goal at the end. So give me Green Bay because I'm not a homer. But Akib Talib, okay, Benny Fowler, legends, Bronco legends are saying that we're due to lose, and I think this is a good game to lose. And it's not that I want to lose every game, but yeah. Here we go. See, objective. I'm objective. Detroit going against the Rams. The Rams minus 5.5. Hmm. No way. Detroit has too much to play for. No, it's gonna be a dogfight. This is gonna be a good game to watch side by side with the Broncos. Panthers, Saints, Panthers. Ooh, minus 2.5. Yeah, I like that because they're a good fucking team. But the Saints are gonna put up a fight. But the same thing with the Packer game is gonna be a close game. They're gonna be tied and then late field goal, and you're fucked because it's a 2.5 cover. So you have to pick. Um, Tennessee, San Francisco. Tennessee is horrible. San Francisco is gonna blow them out. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Indy and Seattle. Wow. Yeah, it's hard to pick against these teams right now and like try to be a, big brain, but like I probably should have been on the line sooner so I could have got better lines. But um yeah, Seattle's just that fucking good. San Francisco is just that fucking good. I don't know. Okay, and Minnesota and Dallas, they're not gonna flex this, I don't think. Even though they fucking should, but JJ McCarthy just had a good ass game, and I don't think that's the only reason really why they're putting $35 at Jerry World. That's crazy, bro. But Dallas, do we overreact and think that they're just not a good team? No, we don't overreact. Give me no, no, we don't overreact. -5. And then Miami going against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh is -3. Just we're gonna go with the hot hand here. We're gonna take Miami +3, um, and hope for a fucking miracle. So how many? One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 10. So we took six dogs and 10 favorites this week. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna take the Broncos here. Let's fucking go. Fuck that. We're gonna keep the streak going. +2.5. We did it. Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you everybody for watching. And we're gonna close it there. We'll do the fantasy recap for tomorrow, playoffs, all that fun stuff. So, all right, guys, take it easy. And as always, stay classy, San Diego.